Well, this is my kind of rain. No wonder the sky looks so funny today.
Let me go!
Let you go? But it would be a waste if you ended up as just a pretty stain. What the hell was that for? Here I am trying to help you, and you show your thanks by shooting me? Whatever. Do as you please.
So he's a demon too.
I'm beginning to think I've got rotten luck with women.
What is going on, everybody? This is RadTechShoe, and I am bringing you part 7 of my Devil May Cry 3 LP. So, we're going to go ahead and switch over to Gunslinger now. We're going to be using that fighting style for the next couple missions. I'm going to put away Agni and Rudra and use Cerberus. And we've got a very long mission ahead of us. Long cutscenes and a long mission. So, right off the bat, first things first, come over here, double jump up, interact with the statue, and we'll begin the third secret mission. Now, this secret mission is actually pretty simple, in theory. What we have to do is we have to stay airborne for 20 seconds. That's it. That's all there is to it. We have to jump on top of enemies and just stay airborne for 20 seconds. The problem is, right there, the enemies like to jump up and try and come to you. They like to jump up and knock you away from, right there. They'll knock you to the ground. Jumping into them doesn't hurt, but it's just annoying when you're trying to stay airborne and you just want them to just stand still, walk around. I don't mind that they walk around. I don't mind that they attack me every now and then. It's their jumping that causes me the problems of being able to... it causes me the problem of not being able to stay airborne for 20 seconds. So, I tried this... I had to restart my attempt at doing this LP. Like I said, I'd practiced this mission, and I already knew what I needed to do and how I needed to go do it. This was the only X factor, because it's really luck-based on whether or not the enemies stay in your area, or whether they break apart, or when they jump. There's no way to influence them to behave how you want. You just have to be lucky. You have to time your jumps and be lucky. And right there, as you can tell, it's taking me more time than it should to do this. But we're gonna finish it, and one trick I like to use is not only having air hike, as you notice, but once I get close, I'm gonna jump high in the air, and then use my guns to keep myself airborne, and then just barely make it. And the reward is worth it, though. It is a nice blue orb fragment. And it makes our 4th blue orb fragment, so now we get a full blue orb and an increased health bar. So, like I said, that's the most difficult factor for this mission when I was recording it. I had to start over several times just because it took too long. I would spend 3 to 4 minutes in that room and not get it, and I'd be like, okay, time to start over. This is taking too long. For all I know, it could have taken me 10 minutes the first time I tried to do this, and I wasn't going to let you guys watch me for 10 minutes failing to do one secret mission. So, as we come down here, we're going to jump down all the way to the bottom, but grab all the red orbs on the way down. Jumping on these things will launch you high up to the next platform, but instead just fall all the way to the ground. Collecting all the red orbs as you go, and then we are going to be on the ground level, and we're going to go in through the door. Now we're in the Divine Library. I'm going to equip Cerberus, and I'm going to show you a few of the basic gunslinger abilities. So what's going to happen is these are pawns, like I mentioned earlier. The statues, these ones come to life, and they're pawns. They will attack you, and they can actually move somewhat quickly. Every now and then, their speed and attack will catch you off guard. They don't always have a slow wind-up like that one. But we're after a specific item in here. That middle piece right there, that middle pawn, is standing on top of the item, so we have to knock him off of it. And bam, right there, the orichalcum fragment. Now we can leave if we want, but I want to destroy all these guys and get as many red orbs as I can. So I'm just going to do some basic combos with Cerberus. Like I said, these guys are pawns, they're pretty easy. You know, right there, you know, I'm just going to play around with Cerberus and Gunslinger just a little bit, just to finish these guys off and have a little fun, you know, level up my fighting style. But as you can tell, it is a little, you know, I sometimes underestimate them, and like, because they're the easiest of all the chess pieces, the pawns. They're the easiest to fight against. So I underestimate them a couple times, and they're going to get in some hits in on me. Now that we have the orichalcum fragment, though, we're going to head back into the Heavenrise Chamber and ride all the platforms all the way up. So here we go, just keep landing on one. No need to jump or anything or press any button commands. You just land on it and Dante will automatically rise high into the air. Now, on this floor, I should not have gotten off on this floor. I meant to get off on the next floor. But you'll see an item right there in the corner. We're going to go pick that up. And it's a little holy water. Always good to have in your back pocket in case of emergencies. So we're just going to keep going up and up and up. And then we're going to go through the door. Now out here, we've got a couple things we're going to do. We're going to jump up on this statue right here and find a hidden red orb stash. Oh, how I miss those hidden red orb stashes. And now we've got another blue orb fragment we need to get. If you come up here, and you'll be like, hey, it's red orbs. Jump up here, blue orb fragment. Very easy to miss. So just come on down through the door. And before I do that, I'm just going to double back and just show you that, you know, to the left of the green door there was nothing. You know, just in case some of y'all were wondering what was over there. So in here, we got the Skull Spire. Now down this hall, we're going to fight a bunch of pawns. In groups of 2, usually. And by going, I went a little far and I activated one of the others, but that's fine. Like I said, their pawns don't take too much damage. So right here, I'm just playing around with Cerberus and Gunslinger. Like, these guys are not too dangerous. It's their quick turn and attack is what you got to watch out for. Otherwise, they're pretty easy. They like to telegraph that one basic attack they do. Simple to dodge. Right here, you know, just playing with Gunslinger a little bit more. And like I said, I got cocky. I thought I was safe, but I wasn't. I was too close. So for the most part, once we finish off all the pawns, we're gonna reach a fork in the road. Going straight over there to the right-ish is the way we want to go. However, there's an item that we need to get in order to unlock the door. Come on through here. The doors will seal behind us. We're going to head out into this room and meet a brand new enemy. So here we have the newest of the Hell monsters. These are Hell Greeds, not Hell. They're Hell Greeds. The Greeds have enormous amounts of Hell. They take a big beating. Now what you may notice is they have these little coffins, and when they plant them in the ground, they'll summon spirits, and these spirits will manifest into other members of the Hell series. In this case, we're going to be fighting a bunch of Hell Prides. So as you can see, I'm getting surrounded by a bunch of smaller enemies, so that's why I'm using Cerberus. And I'm also playing around with Gunslinger a little bit, using 2 sometimes and stuff, because I have a bunch of weak enemies that I'm going to be fighting. And right here, 2 more just appeared, so we got to take care of them. So once we you know, like I said, when they're stationary like this, they're sitting ducks, and they're very easy to just wail on. And they don't really attack you directly themselves. The only thing that can come close to them attacking you is when they swing their coffin around to get ready to summon. Right there. But once they plant their coffin in the ground and they start summoning spirits, that's when you wail into them. So now we're just going to go ahead and finish off the last of the Hell Prides. And that should give us the item we need. So now let's go over here and figure out what we just opened up. We got the Siren Shriek. The Siren Shriek is actually going to be used as a key. We're going back to a part from a much earlier mission. So I don't know if you remember that fire door from the fourth mission when we first entered the Temen-Ni-Gru, but we're gonna go all the way back down there. How are we gonna go back down there? Well, we're gonna take an elevator. But first things first, time to get the next blue orb fragment. Here is another combat adjudicator. This combat adjudicator is for Rebellion. However, it is a very difficult combat adjudicator because it requires a triple S. It requires me to get a triple S in order to break open and give me a blue orb fragment. So this is going to require every single skill that Dante has with Rebellion. And remember, I don't have Swordmaster, so any Swordmaster skills that I could use here, I don't have access to because I had Gunslinger equipped. So it's going to be a very hard combat adjudicator to satisfy, but I'm going to do it. As you can tell, we got 2 more flames to go. Alright, and once we get all the way up to triple S, we will get our blue orb fragment. Double S, now all we need is just the triple S. Come on, Dante. Almost there, Dante. Come on, keep at it. Like I said, this is very difficult without Swordmaster, but I do get it done. It can be done. It will get done. You're going to see it. It just takes me a while. There we go. Alright, like I said, it's pretty hard to do, but it can be done. You just have to know which combos to do in what order, and just keep rinsing and repeating. So come on up here, use the Orichalcon fragment, and we're going to activate it. Powers up the elevator lift. So we're going to go down the stairs and take the lift all the way back down to the bottom entrance of the Temen-Ni-Gru that we used in Mission 4. And here we are back at the bottom level. So now we're going to go up to the fire door right here and use the Siren Shriek on it to put out the flames. Bingo. Head on through. Not much here to look at first. It's just a simple hallway, but we're going to take a quick left, come on down here and grab ourselves, lo and behold, another gold orb. There's some items here that you want to smash open for some red orbs. And now let's just deal with all of the Hell Lusts, if Dante would actually hit them. There we go. So pretty standard right here. You can hear a Hell Wrath up the stairs. He's on his way down. He's just slow. And I'm like, you know, these Hell Lusts are really trying to get me this time. But I'm just going to gain some distance. Try and shoot at the Hell Wrath. And bam. Blow them to bits and do as much damage as I can to these guys. Right there, I landed on top of one of the enemies. And that's one other cool thing about this game. If an enemy's on the ground and Dante jumps on his back, he can slide around on him, you know, and attack enemies, just like he did in the opening cutscene back in the first mission, where he was riding on the back of one of the Hell Prides. So come on through here, attack the wheel, and it'll drop a ball on a chain. What we need to do is attack this ball before it rises back up. You can attack it on the ground, however, there is one trick. Stand on top of it, lock onto it, and Dante will always be right next to it, and his attacks will shatter it. And there's our reward. the Crystal Skull. Of course, it's not going to be as easy as just walking out with it. We have some more Hell Lust and another Hell Greed. So let's go ahead and deal with them. This room is... First time, when I did my test playthrough on this, it wasn't that bad. I did actually pretty good. But in this run, you're going to see me get my ass handed to me. I'm going to struggle to do well here. So pretty much I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to keep trying to attack these guys and right there, you know, use some more Gunslinger. But for the most part, like I said, this room is pretty standard. I just had a hard time with it. And once this guy's dead, another wave pops in. So I'm trying to get rid of this Hell Greed before he can summon more spirits, but because his health is just so damn big, he always manages to summon a few more. And the fact that there's another one here doesn't make it any easier. So right here, I'm just going to Cerberus, trying to do some time, trying to deal damage, keep my combo rating up. But as you can see, the Hell Lusts are just laying into me. You know, right here, I'm almost dead now. You know, I'm just like, okay, I've had it with these guys. Final. But yeah, I mean, look at my health. It was, I mean, gosh, I'm almost dead. One good hit or two more, you know, weak hits, and I'm dead. But luckily, I do have an answer to this without actually using an item. We're going to kind of cheat the system a little bit right here. Because I know we have a tough enemy coming up right now, next, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to buy myself a blue orb. Buying a blue orb raises your health bar max, and it fills up your health. So it's technically a loophole I can use without. I'm not using an item, but I am filling up my health, and I do plan on getting as many blue orbs and blue orb fragments as possible in this game. So we're gonna ride the elevator all the way back up now, and we are back in the upper room. We're gonna head out now, back into where we first met the Hell Greed, and we're gonna encounter some more enemies. Surprise, surprise, you know, more Hell Greed. These are definitely you know, they're not too bad. Like I said, by himself he's fine. But for the most part, it's getting swarmed, which is one of the reasons why I'm switching. I kept Cerberus around for this mission instead of Agni and Rudy. But once we defeat this guy, we have a new enemy, or actually an old friend. It's the Hell Vanguard, the boss from Mission 2. We get to fight another one. And if you notice, he does not have a health bar like he did in Mission 2. He's not treated as a boss. He's treated as more of a mid-boss or just a really beefy enemy. But he still takes quite a lot of damage. And if you remember, I don't have Trickster equipped. I have Gunslinger. That's my fighting style. So what I have to do is dodge with the jump. I can't, but luckily, I managed to finish him off without taking a single hit, just like I did in Mission 2. So now that he's dead, the door's unsealed, and we are going to get the hell out of here. And now we're back here, and now we have the Crystal Skull, so we can now unlock this door. Let's head on outside. Out here, we're going to encounter a red orb, a stone. Just go ahead and attack it relentlessly, get as much as you can. You can get a couple thousand out of this one, no problem. So we're just going to keep going, and we're almost at the boss fight. We've got to go down this pathway, and then we're going to go have A heartwarming family reunion with our brother, Virgil. And right here is a God of Time statue if you need to use it. I'm just going to show you that right here. What I'm going to do, I have Ebony and Ivory equipped, and my style is Gunslinger, and I'm still going to keep it. I'm just looking at how far I've come. You know, I haven't leveled it up that much. And right here, you can get another blue orb fragment, a blue orb if you want. But right here, I'm just going to leave it. I'm still at full health from the last blue orb I bought. So we're going to go out here and meet up with Virgil. Just run up the stairs. Notice the heavy rain. I like the fact that it starts raining. And we're going to initiate the cutscene with our beloved brother.
You showed up.
You sure know how to throw a party. No food, no drinks, and the only babe just left.
My sincerest apology, brother. I was so eager to see you, I couldn't concentrate on preparations for the bash.
Whatever. At any rate, it's been a whole year since we last met. How about a kiss from your little brother? Or better yet, how about a kiss from this? So, this is what they call a heartwarming family reunion, eh?
You got that right.
Okay, so now it's time for our boss battle with Virgil. He's pretty simple. He's a master of the sword, but right here, after each attack, if you can counterattack him, you can actually deal a fair amount of damage. So just dodge his attacks, jump over him, and he'll like to try and block you, and then try and counterattack. But if you manage to get it, these combos right here are pretty simple. He's pretty easy to fight against once you know how to do it. And even still, he can whittle your health down very quick. So it's a good thing I have all these blue orbs. Otherwise, he probably would have killed me in this fight had I not gotten all the blue orbs. So for the most part, right here, just keep up the pressure. And he's almost dead, but he's gonna go. His tactics will change. Eventually, he'll start shooting at me. Right here. So like I said, it's pretty simple. The fight is pretty simple. However, he's fast and don't get caught off guard by his attacks. Just dodge, wait for him to finish, and then counter strike.
Why do you refuse to gain power? The power of our father, Sparta.
Father? I don't have a father. I just don't like you, that's all.
Foolishness, Dante. Foolishness. Might controls everything. And without strength, you cannot protect anything. Let alone yourself. Yes. Now the spell Spartacast will be broken. I see a devil inside you has awakened as well.
Wait. We should leave. For the moment, we have all that we need.
Alright, and that is the end of Mission 7. Whew, it took us a while. More than 25 minutes. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just pretty much save our data once we're done with this. And my score here, as you can tell, it's not going to be the greatest, in history. It's definitely the worst I've done this far. But considering how tough this mission is and how long it is, I wasn't surprised that I got to be here, so I was just going to accept it. So we're just going to go ahead, save our game, and I will see you all in the next mission. And this is RadTech Shu, signing off.